Hello, everyone. Hi. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was cleaning out my camera. Welcome, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great night. I am ready to go because we have some updates for you. Now, I am going to be running through a bunch of stuff. I will not have my chat box open. So if you are trying to alert me, I will not be seeing this right now as I run through everything. I will be coming back to the chat at the end of the video. Okay, so welcome everyone. I hope you guys had a really great holiday. So what I was thinking about was we know that there's been kind of sort of these divisions that have been happening between various people within the Duggar family. There's been this divide between Jill and her parents, and Justin has apparently moved out of the state. And so there's been some questions about whether or not these two would be at Christmas. There was also some questions about how the Duggars would handle this holiday season, given the sort of magnitude of what's going on in the world, whether or not they would follow protocols, whether or not they would actually, wear masks or social distance. And right off the bat, I can answer a few of those with an update because Jessa Duggar actually uploaded a video onto her channel, which showed everyone what they were doing for the Duggars Christmas. Now, this was the Duggar Christmas 2020, which Jessa Seawald posted on her channel. And we'll just run through a few minutes of that just to show you kind of who was there, who wasn't there, and talk through a few of the things. So it starts off with them in the car. I'm not really going to show you that, but they get there. So they're at the Duggar compound. And so I'll just...
So the tree goes sort of out over there, babe.
So all kinds of kids there. There's the humongous tree, absolutely. The interesting thing is that her kids actually don't have shoes or socks on and it's winter. I have no idea what this temperature was like in Arkansas yesterday. It's hard to know. But they're running around the house with no shoes or socks on. And the kids are all up in each other's faces.
That makes it easier to get just more of a meaningful gift instead of shopping at the dollar store to buy for 40 people. Every year, my parents always do these fun little gift bags with special treats for everybody.
So everyone gets a gift bag, all labeled. There's Spurge looking at his new Nerf gun. Here we have all of the food that they had. As you note, that's John David. And the interesting thing is that there's so many people here. Again, mostly immediate family, although there are some people that are not from the immediate family. There you see Austin with Evie. Here's the littles actually opening gifts. And it's interesting because they've got
Addison and Garrett's gifts.
no social distancing happening here at all.
We'll start with Josie and work our way up to the oldest.
So there, I mean, who knows how much time they're spending with each other, but I understand this is a big family, but literally there's some random photographer.
Bella. Who bought for Bella? Oh, okay.
It mostly looks like it's family. I don't see as many. Last year, they had a little bit more for strangers or for non-family members, but you can see that most of the kids are there except for Justin and Jill. So Jill did not attend, and Justin was also not there. And then I believe, just in case you're wondering if the golden boy attended, there is evidence of this. Let me show you. Now, my question here is, this is Jim Bob. Oh, and here comes Josh. So Josh and Anna attended. So apparently Josh and Anna can attend, but Justin and Jill is not invited. So they open a bunch of gifts. Everyone's hovering over each other, getting their cute little baby doll gifts. And you've got Josh, again, a sighting. And then there's every single video of the Duggars has to include a Jim Bob kiss of Michelle and Justin, or Michelle and Jim Bob. And the kiss is so long. I can't. And they like literally have like a professional photographer like documenting this kiss. Look at this.
Oh, those are so cute. Yes. Those are adorable.
Look, they're just like a photographer, like, oh, make sure we get this on film. Make sure like they get them like all picking out. Lauren, why is Lauren wearing a hat inside? I don't know. That is like the hat that she's wearing is very trendy in the fundy world right now. Still kissing. They are literally still kissing. That was like the longest kiss ever. Jason is there. You've got Kendra, Josh's son, Josh's daughter, Josh's son, Anna. Look at Anna's smirk. Oh, this is Josiah climbing up a ladder. This is ridiculous. Okay. Oh, look. Someone's actually wearing a mask for like 2 seconds. Yeah, and Lauren Conrad is there. So Josiah got a ladder and he apparently liked to climb. Now, if you don't know anything about Josiah, he's kind of like a daredevil and he like climbs on everything always.
Trying out his new.
I know Joy was totally like, why the mask? Like, why would you wear a mask?
Expandable. It's a collapsible.
Why is Lauren wearing a hat again? Meanwhile, look at how adorable Ivy is. She's gotten so big. Oh, Jim Bob got what is that, a shaver?
That's great.
I really need a new razor.
He got a razor. Typical dad gift, right?
I'm gonna try this thing out right now.
Yeah. Me too.
So Jim Bob gets a lot of gifts. His kids all get one. Sounds about right. Someone just said, I mean, it makes sense if he gets a specific image. It's our Christmas together. Yeah. I saw there was one mask. Yes, correct. One mask.
She likes this.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jason page. Let's just stay on that page.
And all of the community food without, gloves, hats, whatever, masks. It's just another super spreader party.
Sprouts, rolls. Oh, the ice cream's melting away. Oh my goodness, it really is melting. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, people can see that goodness.
Another Josh sighting. Josh shows up a lot in this video. Like, imagine you're in this family and, yes, only I'm allowed to wear a hat. Somebody in the chat said that, Tanya, but thank you for your comment. I love you. All right.
Wow, he hit it. Ivy returns all his bullets.
Look at how cute Ivy is, though. Their tree is enormous. It is enormous. That tree is bigger than the tree they had last year. I don't actually recall last year the tree being that big at all. Seriously, though. Could Ivy be the most adorable, like, 1-year-old ever? Okay, so here's Lauren Conrad, no, Caldwell. So here's the interesting thing is that Lauren was there, Kendra was there, but I did not see Lauren's parents there. Okay, so I did not see Lauren's parents there, but I did see Lauren there. So is Lauren courting someone?
That was hard. Henry, is that fun? House. Hi.
Whose kid is that? Do you know who is that? That's not Josh's son. Who does that child belong to? I don't recognize him. Does anyone know? Kendra's brothers? Is that Kendra's brother? Okay, that's Kendra's brother. Got it.
Wow, that's a nice mom's house.
I was like, that person does not. Well, they're teaching Ivy. But seriously, when did Ivy become a toddler? She's so cute.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Okay, so look at all the social distancing that's happening here. I think Jordan's face pretty much sums everything up right there. Look at Josh's daughter and Josie. No, this is Josh's son. So the littlest guy right here this is Josh's son. The other kid was not. So that's Josh's son, and then the other one was Josh's son. And someone said that there was like a point where they were showing Israel, like watching them open gifts on the phone, but I couldn't find that part. And then apparently Josie sneezed on everyone, but I don't remember that part either. So basically, this is the family. Here you go. That's a lot of togetherness. The kids are adorable. Yes. There's James, Joseph. I don't see a lot of non-family members there. Wait, who is the guy in the green? Who is Josh talking to? I still don't know who Josh is talking to in the green.
The better.
This is like a really weird angle.
Is watching all the grown-ups. Watch the kids.
Whoa, Meredith.
The guy in the green looks like Ben. Ben was actually wearing a white shirt, I thought. Here, let me see. Nope. Ben is not in green. Ben has a brown top on. There's Ben. He has a maroon top on. All right. So here is everything. They had a very big Christmas. Now, there was a random woman in the back. John David. Did John David have a green sweater on? Let me see. No, John David's got a dark green sweater. Maybe, yeah. There's Jana. So Jana was there. There was some questions about whether Jana was there. There was Santa. There's Jeremiah. John David has the dark green, so maybe it was John David. Yes, it was John David. Looks like John David. Oh, wait, there it is.
Yeah. It's just-
Oh, they're Skyping with Jeremy. So Jeremy and Ginger were there. There's been nothing. Oh, and then here.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Look at how sad this is. So they're calling Israel, who's on the phone with James, having to watch the other kids open presents. And Kendra and Joe are there. So at least they called Israel this year, right? Kendra and Joe are there for sure. Let me show you. There's Joe. Whoops. There's Joe. Where? Kendra's in a lot. There's Joe right there. That's Joe right there. So, and there's Kendra. So they were there. So, Lauren was engaged. Jedediah is there too. Oh, there is someone in green there. Was it Jedediah? And look, he's wearing a mask. So one time. All right. So that's what we have. So the Duggars had all of their kids except for Justin and Jill there. Now, Jill was actually at home with her family. Now, Jill actually uploaded her own video onto her channel today, and it was called, I'm glad Jill took more consideration for her family's health and the people around them. I agree. So here is Jill and Derek's video. Now, they did a Q&A about Christmas. And this video is actually interesting because they don't celebrate Santa Claus, or they don't like tell their kids to believe in Santa Claus. And oddly, in the comments, people were really up in arms about that, like how you wouldn't allow your kids to believe in Santa Claus, which I thought was like, I don't know, some families literally don't want their kids to be believing in Santa Claus. Some people don't like to have their, like, they feel like they're lying to their kids if they do Santa.
And pull the wool over the eyes of the children and lie to them that there's a strange man coming into our house, which is different than the way I grew up because, you know.
So Derek grew up with Santa and Jill did not, and they didn't want to lie to the kids about Santa Claus.
We believed in Santa until I was old enough to realize that there was no Santa, but it took some investigative effort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't do it.
we had differences in our own backgrounds. And I think this might be one of those things.
I think this was a win for Jill. I don't think Jill wanted to do Santa Claus. Now, she tells them about St. Nicholas, but she won't allow them to believe in Santa Claus. And there are people that are in this world that don't want to, that do not want their children to be told about this stuff.
Just kind of do something somewhere in the middle of both of our backgrounds.
Yeah. So with our own kids, we don't do Santa, but they're aware of Santa and all of that. So they watch Christmas movies with Santa and Rudolph and Frosty and all of that. We just tell them that, like,
We don't completely abstain from
Santa's
Santa.
not real, but like
Yeah.
St. Nicholas was real and stuff. Anyway, so we just choose to not like focus our holiday around Santa or elves or something, but they're very aware, and we just
So they don't celebrate around focus, or their focus around elves or Santa.
Most of that. And then they found out that's not real. How might that affect the way that they perceive the gospel and like the Bible as we're moving forward and as they're maturing? Are they going to think, is this like Santa? Like, this is okay to believe when you're younger, but it's not really okay. We just pretend.
So they think by telling them that Santa's real, that somehow it'll make them doubt their belief in God. So they'll be like, well, my parents lied to me about Santa, so are my parents lying to me about God?
So I think I've even thought about things like that. So we want to be open and honest with them from the beginning and say, no, like Santa's not real in that sense. So there's like the spirit of Santa in Christmas that's really cool and that's really exciting, and we still want to enjoy that. But we want to tell our kids that, Santa's not real, but don't tell your friends at school that and ruin it for them.
Yeah, so
Don't ruin it for your friends. Sorry if you have your kids in the room.
or whatever, I don't know. Like
No,
it's not like totally, it's just like that, maybe like a thought that you had about it or something. Super like
being for it or against it.
super deep in like the thought about it or something too.
No, but these are just considerations.
Yeah, like we're
We
still
just thought
figuring it
about
out kind of
what
thing.
to think about. So with that said, I think anything that parents are working through, they should consider how it's going to affect their parent.
So, question for the chat is, when you, as a parent, do you think that your, I did not see Jana's friend Laura, but wasn't specifically looking for her. And do you think that telling your kids about Santa is lying to them, or are you just sort of doing the whimsical, magical aspect of childhood? Like, I think it's fun. We celebrate all of those things. And I think it's fun to just sort of play into that magical part of childhood where you so easily believe that kind of stuff. And, fairies, and it's such an innocent time of life where we really were, so impressionable. But at the same time, like, these are innocent things where I feel like they're not, these aren't harming children, in my opinion. So I don't know. My kids will grow up knowing Santa isn't real, but the idea of giving in love regardless is Santa. Santa is the spirit of the holidays. It doesn't have to be an actual person. All right. I love the magic of it. My daughter is older now, but the great memories of the time. I think that the magic is great and not a lie. I'm so confused as to why Santa Claus was at the Duggars get together. Correct. I think that it's, it is irony, right? That the Duggars had a Santa Claus there, but then Jill didn't want Santa with her kids. So I don't know when this all changed for them. I'm not a parent, but telling kids Santa being magical should be a fairy tale and not taken seriously. I'm not trying to explain to my daughter Santa's real. That is misheard, Katie. I will have to leave. We'll catch the replay when she's asleep. Okay, I'm sorry, lovely T. Seems to me like Jill is invited, but decides not to come. I love the magic of it. There's only a time when you truly believe, so I enjoy it. I let my children believe. I let my children believe until they didn't anymore. All right.
And their explanation to their kids in other areas too, because you don't operate in a vacuum. In your family,
We've kind of tried to add, now that we're in our own little space here, our new house last year, we got like an outdoor Christmas decoration thing. So we trying to add to our decor every year a little bit.
Like with our
It's
outside
fun.
Christmas lights.
We don't have a lot, we're not.
We bought a Clark Griswold.
Not either.
Anyway,
No, anyway, so
Did you hear that, Clark?
that we may or may not have this time next year.
Clark
I was thinking
Griswold?
Jesus, and then add a live animal.
no.
Jill's thinking more like
I was
Chevy
thinking
Chase, Christmas
add
vacation.
another wreath, add another blow up thing, whatever. I don't know.
Okay,
Right now it's very simple.
Okay.
Clark.
Clark Griswold.
Not either.
Anyway,
No, anyway, so we decorate.
He references Christmas Vacation, which is amazing. I love that. I think Santa should be an individual family's personal choice. Awesome. I agree with that. Whatever is the best for you guys. And I love how they talked about Chevy Chase.
on Thanksgiving. And then we've done for like 3 years now. It's super fun. The boys look forward to it. You read like a story every night, and then it ends like Christmas Eve, and then you can read the Christmas story.
And it's
That's
really
part
neat.
of
It
that
really
too.
brings scripture, the Bible, all together. So the first
So they do Advent stories.
giving clues throughout December about where Jesus is. Like, I think one clue that they gave as an example was that he came as a fragrant offering. It was a verse from Ephesians. So the clue was,
Open gifts as a little family here, and then we'll have maybe, I don't know, we've done a few different things, whether like Derek's family comes over here or whatever. We'll have some kind of like lunch with friends or family, and then I think this year we'll have like a lunch here, keeping it small, and then we'll do something with your family the next day, I think.
So Jill and Derek are going to keep things small and respect the guidelines in the state of Arkansas, which is gatherings of 10 and under. So I do like that aspect. So they're sort of incorporating new things of their lives, and they are doing their own thing, which is awesome. And I like that they're watching like secular Christmas music or shows, which is super. Like, I loved the Christmas Vacation reference, the Chevy Chase reference. That is a definite, it's a favorite in our house, as is A Christmas Story with Ralphie and You'll Poke Your Eye Out BB gun. Okay, so we see how Jill and Derek celebrated. Now, Justin was not in attendance. So what else happened? All right, so we have the sister wives over here. And we've got Mary and Mariah. Now, here's some photos that came from Jessa from the same event that we just watched. The little Duggars, they did their Merry Christmas. Abby and John David with Gracie, and they're kissing. Now, John David seems to be a lot like his dad, and he really loves to kiss Abby. Ginger and Jeremy, who did not attend, but because of them being in California, they shared their wishes. You had Spurgeon. Here's the Busbys. The Busbys went to church. Looks like they had a candlelight service, and no one is wearing masks, but that's just kind of standard for the Busbys these days. Mariah Plath and her boyfriend Max celebrated Christmas together. I really like this picture of Mariah, actually. And then let's see. Here's the Duggars, all socially distancing, of course. There's photos that Jana posted. James and Ivy, so socially distanced. And then over here we've got Jeremy playing cards with Miss Ginger. You've got Lauren and Ivy, and let's see, Josiah, the kids. Okay, now Christine Brown. They appeared to all get together at Christine's house. If you know, the tradition with the sister wives is they always do Christmas at Christine's house during Christmas Day. And so it looks like one of her sons was home. I think that's Peyton. Thank you. Happy holidays to you, Kristen. And then let's see, what's this? Hillary Spivey. So Justin Duggar, interesting. He had a stocking at the Spivey's house. So Justin gets his own stocking, meaning Justin was with the Spivies for Kristen. So Justin Duggar was not back in Arkansas. And then we had a sighting of Mary Brown with Ariella, meaning that Mary was able to spend some time with the family, meaning that Cody Brown managed to get all 4 of his wives together for the holidays. So, but they also managed to not expose photos of them all together. So the Browns were a little bit more covert in masking their socially undistanced Christmas. And I would imagine this would be hard for them, 4 wives, 4 families, not being able to spend a whole lot of time together. But a comment retracted means the person that wrote it is gone, removed it. Jill's kids and no children should be around Josh, says Sharon. So I am, let's see, not surprised about the Duggars. I'm also not surprised about the sister wives spending theirs together. I'm not surprised that Jill and Derek did not attend their family Christmas. I'm also not surprised that Justin did not attend. Now, it's interesting, though, because I think that Justin, in a way, has moved to Texas. And in a way, I feel like Justin has kind of separated himself from the Duggars, sort of, by moving to Texas, by joining the Spivies church, by kind of just like, I'm not going to come home for Christmas. It's like he's made his decision, and his decision is to leave and cleave and to go down to Texas. Justin had like 3 gifts. Yes, they had, I'm sure they had gifts for Justin. Justin was just not there. So Justin and Claire stayed in Texas for the holiday. And the Spivies didn't like post any photos other than the stockings. So it appears as though that's where they did all of that. So I'm starting to wonder when Justin actually moved down to Texas. He is just turned 18 years old, but he graduated high school early, and he's been working full time for a while now. And I've wondered for a while, like, how long has he been sort of separated from sort of that Duggar life, and how separate he's going to keep his life now that he lives in Texas and is going to seemingly make his life in Texas, which is kind of how Ginger left. So is Justin going to sort of do his own thing differently and away from the family, or is he still going to be as involved and just film from Texas? These are sort of the questions I have, and kind of like what his hurry was. I feel like Justin's the next one to get away from the compound, perhaps. I agree. So Julie, it got too late tonight. So I'm sorry for not doing that. I put my son to bed, and I'm actually I've been dealing with like a headache all day. So I just decided to do this. We'll catch up with that like next week again. So sorry, we'll do it again though, I promise. I wonder sometimes, so if Justin will be the next one to leave, and then like that kind of like threw me for a loop though. Justin is definitely separating, but which Fundy clan is the best clan? Yeah, this is true too, because he's just basically moving down to the Wallers Church down in Texas. I have a feeling that Justin might want out of the family home and possibly be like Jill and leave the IBLP. I wonder about this because Hillary's family is in the IBLP too, so I don't know if they would leave the IBLP. Although I know people, like family members of the Spivey's that are not in the IBLP. I think it's a little too early to tell, but I think Jennifer will leave when she's older. Maybe. What did I get for Christmas? My son picked out this bracelet. That's what I got. It's a amethyst with sterling silver. He wanted me to have it because it has purple, mommy's favorite color. So Justin has left the Church of the Duggars, but he joined David Waller's church down in Texas. And David Waller is very involved in the Institute of Basic Life Principles. So I don't know that they necessarily have left the institute, like the IBLP at this point. Oh, thank you. It has sterling silver amethyst with like lab grown diamonds. So he was very excited about that. I'm impressed with how affordable they have made these. So yeah, I'm not a huge like jewelry wearer, but like I definitely appreciated the fact that he was a part of it and very excited and picked out the purple specifically because of my liking purple. So yeah, he's a good kid. Jennifer was part of her buddy group, so Jenny might be influenced by Jill. Maybe. I know. He's a really cute kid. Now, he got spoiled, so I definitely think that he had a really good Christmas. He got lots and lots of dinosaurs. Okay, so you have a channel on rocks and minerals, and I'm about to release jewelry one, including amethyst. That's awesome. I really like amethyst, and I really like amber. Those are like my favorites. You think that Joanna will be married in the last season of Counting On? Well, maybe. It could be a strategy, says Christine. Move to Texas, hang out with Claire's family, and then move away from it. They can't just leave the clan. Maybe. We'll see. Good luck with your channel. All right. So what do you guys think about the way the Duggars celebrated Christmas? I think I'm not surprised. And I think that I'm not shocked that the Duggar kids that some of the Duggar kids did not attend. I am not shocked that Jill did not go. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I feel about the Santa Claus thing. Like, I feel like every family has the ability to decide what they want to do for Christmas and whether or not they want to have their kids believe in Santa or not, and they want to use it. It's like a personal preference, I think, for parenting. So I don't really have an opinion too much on that. Like, if that's what works for them, I would never judge them. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice because you can make it tight. I don't know. Comes from the Gemstone Kings. I think they are in New York, I believe. I don't know. I think my husband got it on like Amazon or something. I don't know. And of course, we still have gifts that are like in the mail. Did any of you do online shopping and the mail is slow and so you haven't received some of your gifts yet? We did. My son's, some of his final gifts came today, but my 4 of my gifts are still outstanding. So I got this, but then there's, I guess, apparently other stuff coming that I haven't received yet. So we'll see. And they got me bath bombs, which was really nice. So I took a really nice bath yesterday. It was very relaxing. It's with a citrus bath bomb. So I love a good bath bomb. They had stockings, but no Santa. I know. It's interesting, right? The Duggar kiss under the mistletoe. I know, it was a very long kiss, right? Renee says she is still waiting for some things to arrive, and so does Melissa. Melissa says she's got things that are pending as well. Well, I'm glad we are not the only ones. Well, you guys, I am going to go and uh-oh, Christine didn't like that. And I thought they didn't do trees or Santa. She said that they did trees and they did the elves stuff. It's very confusing, to be honest. But hey, it's okay. They've picked whatever traditions they want, right? They're doing the magical aspects of Christmas without Santa being the focal point. And I think you can do Christmas trees without Santa, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I have for tonight. Before you go, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, or concerns, do me a favor and leave them below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And also check out my second channel, Katie Joy Live, if you want some more calm, like chill, personalized content that's just me. And the lack of social distancing is disappointing. I guess at this point, what can we expect, right? So the Duggars hosted another Super Spreader Christmas, and the rest of the world collectively sighs. All right, you guys, I will be back later with more. Thanks for joining me. Bye.